Hi everyone. Now I just wanted to share this one with you. This is one of those plaques that I'm doing, like a picture, but I've done this one out of different fabrics, and only because the one I did the other day, you couldn't tell when I started to embroider on it because there was too much going off. It was too flowery, too colourful, and you couldn't really see what I was doing. So I've chosen to do some of these. This is out the books, you know, the books of fabrics. So I've taken lots of different fabric pieces and cut them up and then just stitched them on. And now the pattern will show on that. So the picture will actually show better. So I'm just sharing with you some of these. That was actually turned back to front. That was back to front. That's back to front. That's the right way. So that's what they're like opposite. But I just thought I'll share this with you. And now we can start embroidering on it. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to sit and do a little bit of embroidery that'll start us off, and then tomorrow you'll be able to follow what I'm doing. It's going to be, I want to do plants, basically. So I'm going to fill it up with lots of different plants and rushes and things like that. Alright, so I will start that and then we'll continue it tomorrow. Right, good morning everyone. As I've explained before, the patchwork that I did the other day was no good for doing the embroidery on. It was too bright. You couldn't really see the, like when I was doing these sort of things. You couldn't really see them because it was too flowery. Everything was flowery. And so what I've done is I've gone through my fabrics, and these are the book fabrics. And I decided to do this one because you can actually see what I'm embroidering on. And I've still got lots more to do, and I'm doing some woodland creatures and whatnot here. And I like this, and I'll be able to edge it if I want to, and then frame it or whatever I want to do with it. Now, I'm going to share some of the pictures and things that I'm going to be doing. Hang on, because I've just forgot something. I'd forgotten my markers, that's all. Yeah, so I'm going to share with you the fabrics that I've used, and they're all from them books. And I just thought they really do make nice backgrounds and that. And this one, so you see this one here, it was one like that. I should have it here anyway, but I turned it back to front because I like that pattern better than that, and you'd be able to see more on it. So they're all like a woolly type of fabric. I mean, some are gorgeous. So that's what I've done. And I've used these. And those. And that one back to front as well. There it is, look, see? But that's the original pattern. So that I just cut them up into little pieces. Or whatever size piece I need. And ended up with that. That one's back to front as well. But like I say, it's better than wasting them. You can do things like this. So far, like I said, I've done all of the pieces together. I did draw on in some places. I've got these to do this morning. Some basic stems and plants, plant leaves. And you do whatever you want. And your stitches don't have to be perfect, because I can't even see, so God knows why I'm even getting this done right. I've no idea. And obviously it will be back later on. So now this is the book that I think everybody should have. Creative, and I'm not safe to say cruel or cruel. So I say it's cruel. Embroidery, Traditions and Innovations, and it's Judy Giroy. And it just has everything you need, from doing animals, insects, people, and it is creative. And I love the woodland scenes. I mean, I'm going to try and do something like a little bunny or well, both of those on my picture. And there's I can't remember the name of it, running up and down the tree. We've got butterflies, birds, trees, branches, how to do different flowers. You know, absolutely wonderful, wonderful patterns. Gives you the ideas of the type of fabric, thread you need. You can literally sew with any thread, to be honest. As you know, once you learn what you're doing. And tying ends off. Even shows you how to tie ends off. Christmas projects, different birds you can learn how to do. And then it does say stitches. And this has lots of stitches in. For you to be able to make this pattern like that, the carrot. So, the outline stitch, the whip stitch. And it's the whip stitch that I've been... No, it isn't. I'm using the Crewel. Or Crewel. I think it's Crewel. I'm not sure. Somebody can tell me. The stem stitch is what I've been using on mine. It's very neat looking, and I like that. But then I don't want it all to look neat. Lots of different stitches. Takes you through loads of them. You know? I mean, I'd use that for a peacock feather. You know? And then when you've learnt, you know, or chosen the stitches you want to do, and then you can go on to the patterns then, how you can make a pattern with your embroidery. It's really, really... I use this for basketry. So this is couched and laid stitches. And I've shown you how to do couch stitches before. Yeah. If you're adding felt, if you cut a shape out and you're adding felt, you can just, you know... Because you don't just have to have embroidery at all. How to do different stitches. The raised close or close herringbone stitch, like that. Yeah. And projects. Now, this is where I want my little stem, because this is what I do. I'll go through the books I have when I'm doing a particular project, and I find something that I like, a leaf, an animal, an insect. And then I can go back and refer to it if I want to do it. Now you see, I like the swirly bits on these, and I like these tiny leaves. So I'm going to put that there. Anything on here? Not particularly. Look, you can do all different kinds of things. Tiny treasures. Oh, the berries. I want to do some berries in mine. Look at this. And oh, that's my threads. I was looking at it last night. So I can take them out now. The snail. The toadstools, the mushrooms, even little grasses here and there, and I love the leaves in that. So I'm going to put that back in there because there are a couple of bits off of that one. I mean, I've done something like this for my grandmother. I like that butterfly, and maybe a couple of the flowers in there. He shows you how to do the toadstools and that. Berries. And a couple of flowers. There's the butterfly, so I've got that. I like that. I love this flower, so I might do this one. I love it. So that's that one. That's this here. So I just want the picture to remind me. I like the way they've got the diagrams in so that you can actually see what you're doing. Don't know about that. I mean, if you just attempted that on a bookmark, just go for it, you know. I can't copy these and give them to you. You can only like take a snapshot from the screen. So I'll leave that open so you can take a snapshot, because that'll be ideal for a bookmark, wouldn't it? And why not? That's the Woodland one. It's got the snail and the butterfly on, and that flower. So yeah. And then there's some more underwater. I want to put some rocks in mine as well. There's a nice butterfly, but I've seen a better one in here. Oh, bird hanging upside down, look at that. There's some flowers I might want to do. It's going to be a busy picture, but it'll be worth it. It's not that one. I did like the deer, so I might attempt one of those. I don't know yet. And there's some nice flowers on there. Now, where did I see that? It was a bird I saw, and I thought, oh, that. Oh, and the little mouse, look. We can make a little comical thing, can't we? Oh, there it is. So, a little mouse hiding behind a rock, and the bird. But I like that one as well. So, we might make it like, and that one. So, we might make it like a story. And look at this on the furniture. Absolutely stunning. You know, to have the time to do stuff like that. You can, like, still life. Lots of different flowers on there I might take some out of. And leaves. Toadstools. And there's the butterfly, that one. Let me get another marker. Have I got one left? Yeah. So there's some beautiful things. And rockery, look. I like the rocks. I like these plants and the toadstools and the little ones. So yeah, I'm going to be doing something like that. But I need to get the trees done first. I do like them flowers. Yeah. Just make pictures. That's nice. I love this. Look at this. Oh, I'm going to put that on there, because I might want several mice on mine. Oh, it's so cute. Portraits, landscapes. You can do absolutely anything. So that's that basically. And I'm going to just pop that to one side. Take hold of mine. And at the moment I'm doing these berries. Now, I've left one done there for me to continue to share with you. And it's just a basic stitch. I mean, no, it's the brown, isn't it, Fee? Come on. So you can do any colour you want. And I like this. Well, mine's going to be lots of colours. What am I doing? Put them away. You don't need them now. I just keep a bag of them because they're easy when I'm looking at a book. Right. So I just need my needle, got my scissors. And I was going to say you could use those as well and stitch them on. So you can cut out shapes and stick them on and then stitch round them. For anybody who doesn't know how to do that, let me just snip that off. Because I keep getting asked, even though I've got it on video. The way I do mine, right, is I wet my fingers, my finger and thumb. I hold it on, wrap it round, and when you crisscross it there, roll it to the end and pull. And you end up with a nice knot. Okay, just so you know. Sorry, I'm going to have a drink. Oh, nice. So on this one, all I've done is I go from the top, or you can go from the bottom to the top, it doesn't matter. And I put in a line where I want that to be, and then I go back up to the top. So let me bring this down. Can you see that? Yeah, I think you can. Okay, let's just move that down a bit like that. So, and then I just do, this is me. Other people and embroiderers will probably do something different, but my mother, she was an embroiderer. She did a lot of embroidery. I just do so many stitches, and I cross over the line I've done, and I get the basic shape. But you can do it anyhow you want. I get the basic shape that I'm after. And then I fill it in. It's as broad as it's long. And that's just a saying, folks, for those who don't know. Okay, so I've got that. And then I'll just come up at the side of that. And then I'll start to do the other side. Now, don't forget, not all leaves are just flats. You can shape them and bend them. It's completely up to you. And the left side doesn't have to be the same as the right side at all, okay? So that's my basic shape. And now all I do is, is fill in the gaps in between. And as long as your needle comes up in between the gaps, it'll fill it in. Just remember, when you're stitching on fabric, do pull it, you know, tight a little bit now and again. But everybody thinks you have to just go up one side and down. No, you don't. That's the old way of teaching. You just do what you want. As long as it comes out how you want it, there's nothing wrong with that. You can go back and forth as much as you need to. Now I'm going to show you the stem stitch. So I'm taking it to the bottom of the leaf, like that. And then extend that a little bit. And then what you do, I move this forward. I take a stitch, like I'm going to do a long stitch. And I come back up halfway. And that's your first one. And then when you do this one, move that forward. Take your stitch, come back up halfway on the opposite side of that. You're getting that like a line. Like half a herringbone, if you know what I mean. See, like that. And then we can just stitch that back. like that. Now I just need to put the little line in, and it's not copied off anything. I've chosen to do that. When you're stitching off, I just do it this way, because this is going to be backed. It's not going to be pulled about. No one's going to be fiddling about with what you've sewn, or embroidered should I say. So I just do a couple of stitches at the back, tie it off that way, and it is secure. They last forever. Don't waste your threads, because you never know when you're going to need one piece of thread. So I had mine here from yesterday, and I used the pink one. It's like a orangey pink for doing these lines, and I just want one line. So I've got my needle and thread here. Tie a knot in the end, again, wrap it over, crisscross it, move it forward, I roll it forward and pull. Best knot you can do. Right, so I'm just doing one stitch from the base of the leaf, and I'm just going to do it halfway up, and that's all I want. I don't want anything else. I like that. And then just do a couple of tacking stitches at the back. I mean, I've got my finger and thumb over this, so I can tell whether I've gone through the fabric or not. And I've gone through the back because it's a backing on it. And that I'll do. Snip that off, and then just remove that from your needle. Now I'm going to go back to the reddish one, pinky one, dark pink, cerise, put it that way. And this is the French knot. And I'm going to finish off this lot here. Now with this one, I did the stem stitch, and then I just put lines out in different directions, and then lines from that, and then lines from that, and that's all I did. I've got another one to do. So I'll just do some of these first, but I'm going to put another one of these here, and then I'll add some form of a flower on or something. I want flowers on it, and some leaves. And the thing is, you can build on it. I might fancy putting a flower on here. Not sure yet. Right, so I'm up to this spot here. Now, all I do is I do 3 French knots on the end of each thing. But if you can't fit them in, just do one. It doesn't matter. It's your pitch. You do what the hell you like. 1, 2, 3. Wrap it around 3 times and put the needle near enough where you first brought the needle up. Keep hold of that so that your knot doesn't come undone. And there, French knot. So easy. So of course I'm doing 3. So I do 2 either side, 1 either side of the first one I've just done. And I always wrap it around 3 times. You can do it twice, you can do it many times as you want. So that's that one, and then I'm going to go in there like that. These are clustered here, so I'm not going to be doing 3 on each one. Now just remove your threads if you've got any loose threads. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And attach that one to the stem. See? Like Now I haven't got room to do 3 here, so I'm just going to do two or three around this area. And make it attached to the stem. So I pull it, hold my thumb, look, see, it's come undone. So 1, 2, 3, push that back in where the needle came out, or just at the side of it, thumb down so you can hold it and it doesn't come undone, and just do that. And you get right fast with it, you know, when you get going. So 1, 2, 3. I'm coming in the front of that this time, so I'm going to extend that out rather than clutter it up in the middle there. See, so my next one's going to be in the middle, in between those two. And just pin that in, pull it, hold it down. Don't pull them too tight, that's the only thing. You don't want to pull them too tight. I might just put a couple here. 1, 2, 3, and then pin that back down, pull it, hold it in. So this is what they call the French knot. And I know many of you will know, but the newbies may not. And it's becoming popular again. These sort of things, since COVID, it's becoming popular to start making your own things again. People are starting to decorate their own homes again. They're looking at the furnishings and seeing what they can change. And it's fantastic. And I said this needed to come back before it was lost forever. And thankfully, the young uns are taking note. Thank God. Because, you know, being creative and having skills, it's all skill work. No matter what you do, it's a skill. If you can achieve something, you've gained a skill of some sort. If your thread starts to twist, especially with these, they're absolutely brilliant. Honestly, I mean, they're crochet threads, but they're fantastic for doing stuff like this. And I've got about 3 left on the shop, but I am going back for more, folks. So if you're interested, and they are £3.99, but there's an awful lot on them. And it's a good thread to sew with, that's what I'm saying. You know, so please, please, if you can, run along and get them. Now, I've got this one out because I can't remember who it was that asked me about one yesterday. This is not white, it's a cream, a very, very light cream one. I've got mine here, but if you want this one, let me know. You asked for a white one, but I've only got this lightest one left. That was a spare one of mine, but it's, you know, it's the same. You know, there's nothing taken off them. I didn't want to put it on the shop in case somebody bought it. So, I do have that one if you're interested. Let me know. Just send me a message. And I'll, you know, sort that one out for you. And if you want anything from the shop, before I invoice you for that, then run along, get your order, and I'll drop that in the same. But invoice you for it. Again, I did get notified this morning that somebody's parcel turned up from that date, you know, that I was talking about yesterday. So they are turning up, folks. It just looks bad on my company, and I don't want that, because I'm trying constantly to make it that it's a smooth, you know, as smooth as healthier to shop with us, and you're really always satisfied with your purchases. So Linda, I have sent you an invoice for the doily kit, love. You ordered the peach and cream, the pink and cream, and the blue kit. Well, they're all, you know, on the way, but the doily kit, I've invoiced you for that. And the house kit. You ordered the patchwork house, didn't you? Now, even though I've gone through that stem, that's fine by me. I'm just going to do it like it's on top of it, because it'll look more natural. And then I'm just going to cast this off. Tiny stitches. I'm not going through to the other side. I'm just going on top of the backing. Yeah, I'm going to be filming this until it's finished. So although I work on it at night, I will come back the following day and continue with it with you. And we do sell these needles as well. They're in a pack of 3. But, you know, I personally myself, I just find a needle I'm comfortable with. I don't look at, oh, well, you're supposed to use this particular needle. I'm just going to knock everybody for 6 out with all this, what you should and shouldn't do. Right, I'm just going to finish this section off here. Now, although there's a leaf going over that, I don't know if you can see it, there is a leaf there, but I will put that leaf on still, even if it hides them a little bit, because yeah, that's how it, you know, you make it look like it's natural that a leaf is hiding the flower behind. Now I'm just going to do a little cluster of them here. These are great little flowers to put like a rose bush together. You know, use them as roses. They look fantastic. Right, that's all I'm going to do for this one at the moment. I'm going to leave that and take that off my needle, because you've seen enough of that. It's coming on, isn't it? And I'll take pictures of it. So now what we're going to do is the this one. I'm not sure what colour, because I am limited for my colours at the moment. I need to go and get some more, but I think I've got a, no, I did the light beige there, but yeah, we can use the light beige. We just remove those so they're not in the way. So this is a light beige. I've used this an awful lot, as you can see. It's worn down. And you probably can't see that, but I can, just. So first of all, I'm going to do the stem stitch to get the line. And I don't want it a straight line. It's not a straight line. Let me just work this out. So it's gone from there. Yeah, I don't know why it's gone over there, but I've got to put it in because that's where it is. So again, we're doing the stem stitch. So I've put my needle through. There's the line going down like that. Do about 1/2 centimetre and come back up halfway between where it's gone into the fabric and where it came out the fabric. Can you see that? So it's about halfway. Came up there first, gone back down there, and then come up in between. And that's your stem stitch. I would have called it the rope stitch actually, but there you go. You use it for making stems, so they called it the stem stitch. But as it's got cruel, or cruel I think it is, stitch as well, they could also call it the rope stitch. So it just looks like a rope. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. Is it cruel or cruel? I think it's cruel. If we were doing phonics in school, I'm sure that's how they'd say it. Right, okay. Now, I'm not going to stretch it all the way back up there because it's pointless when I do the branch. So all I'm going to do, look, a nice neat stitch in there. All I'm going to do is do a few stitches here. Right, so I know I've got a leaf here and a leaf here, and I have a leaf here, and I've got 2 there actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off here, and I'm going to first do another line and attach it to this one. Yeah, my sister came the other day and she made a apron for her daughter who's 30, I think she said she was 34, my niece. And she'd made an apron for her granddaughter, and then made a daughter an apron to match her granddaughter. She said, and then I made one for a rabbit, I think she said, a rabbit. So they've all got one on the same. She said they were walking around the house all wearing their aprons. So we made several aprons for the little one. And she's only 2. She's one for gardening, one for washing up, one for housework, and one for baking. Oh my God. Catherine, I've finished all your aprons, love. We're just going to press them today and they're going out in the morning. You asked for 9, and then I'm just waiting for the picture to come in of the horse. I didn't buy fabric, I bought the horse picture for who was that for? I can't remember. I can't remember all the names. I do apologise, and I don't mean to be rude at all. Right, I'm just going to move this one down there. So I do apologise. I really can't remember everything these days. But I've got my list that I had, which was pretty long, is getting shorter. I'm getting things done, and you know, now I'm back on form. Still not heard anything from the hospital about the monitor, so I'm waiting for that. I mean, don't rush yourselves, I could be dead tomorrow. They're a nightmare, aren't they? I am going to keep this. I'm not going to undo it and then I'll cast off and then go on this side. I'm just going to do a couple of branches on this side here. Yeah, I'm going to go back up to there and have another branch coming out here. So I'm actually adding this one in. Now I'm going to curve this round now. So just move slightly to one side. Yeah, I need to stop there and cast this off because I'm running out of thread. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to bring this down here a little bit. This is a great thing about doing this. You can actually alter it as you go along. And add what you want. And you can even undo it if you want to snip it with a stitch ripper or something. I've got these to do. I've got some more to do here and here. So we'll just finish this one and then we'll do that next. And they don't have to be the same length. That's going to be fine. I like that. I want one here, I think. No, I'm going to put the bird on there. Yeah. Now, when I do something like this, where I'm branching off from a branch, I always start with the top one. So, this is the top of the branch. Here. Again, I'm just doing the same stem stitch. Like I say, you can do these stitches, excuse me, as long as you want, as short as you want. You can do long and short together. You just do what you want. There's no, you know, rule as such. I might not even fill these two in until I've started doing the woodland scene, because, you know, I want to get some of the animals going. We're going to do a toadstool next anyway, and you can have them any size you want. You don't have to follow suit to the size you've done there. I'm going to do a large one here in red and white, and then some small ones around it. So again, go from the very top of this particular branch. So what I'm going to do, need that bit. I'm going to start and do the toadstool, but I think what I'm going to do is if I can draw it first. I'm going to have a... That's no good. Now, wait a minute. So, what I'm doing is I'm just drawing the shape of my toadstool. Like that. I've done it so that it's rounded slightly like that. That's better. And then I can put the white in. So that's all going to be red. That's going to be like a beiges and that, and cream. And I'm just going to do a stitch from the middle out like that. And we'll keep, you know, running it across like that. That's what I'm going to do. So I can use wool and silk threads together. I'm going to use this one. I like that. Yeah, this was the one my sister gave me, I think. Right. It's thicker, won't take up as much time to do. And we'll see. If I don't like it, I can take it out. Right. No, I like it. It's got that woodland vibe. Okay, so like, yeah, I might start it from the top actually. I need to go on the outer edge of that line. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is just, because this is what I want to do, not like, you know, what you think I should do. I'm going to do it this way, so I fill it in my way. Now, even though I've done that, we're going to have long lines here. When I fill it in, I won't. I'll just catch the top stitch. I think. We'll see how I get on. Sorry. I hope you've been seeing this, or I'll be annoyed if not. See what I mean? So I'll get little tiny stitches now going up there rather than doing that, because that will pucker the fabric. Now, it would have been ideal to have put this onto, you know, like a frame, but you can't, not when I'm doing it, you know, as small as this. I mean, I suppose I could have done a smaller frame, but then it's all the messing about and I don't want to do that. See, like that. That's fine. I'm happy. I'm going to go back in here because I can see one I can squeeze in. See there? Like I say, you can go over what you've done. It doesn't matter at all. I don't mind it being rustic looking or, you know, a bit rough around the edges. I think that they actually make more of a, not just a statement, but they make more interest when you're looking at it. And if you look at it with a proper artistic eye, rather than going, oh, that's a load of you actually begin to see things in the pictures. It is weird. So my wool's starting to change. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want to see it becomes undone, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to do a couple of stitches down to cast that off, and then rethread it. Now I'm going to come back, I'm going to finish that off, and I'll come back when I'm doing this section, because my battery's running out. I need to charge it up again. So thanks for watching, take care. I hope you start one for yourself, or at least do one for a gift. I'll be back shortly. Bye bye for now.